This is a new Sony reader, the Touch Edition. There was a Touch Edition before, but this is like the new one, right?
Exactly.
And you call it Touch Edition new one, or what do you call it? Like
the old one is called PRS-600.
Yeah.
The new one is PRS-650.
650. So that's with a new, not resistive anymore.
Exactly.
Now it's something new.
The new Pearl e-ink display.
There's a new Pearl e-ink display, and the new touchscreen technology is pretty cool. It's like there's some infrared stuff going on around here.
Exactly.
Which is new. Like, I haven't seen that before on any device ever. I don't know if there's any device ever released by anyone who has this technology. And so basically that means that the quality of the e-ink is 100% as good as a normal e-reader. Apart perhaps from eventual scratch marks because you actually touch the screen, which you don't really do if there's no touch screen. But that's maybe because it's been used by somebody who's scratching a bit too hard. But the quality is full e-ink, and there is some lasers all around, or something like that.
Yeah.
Something's going on here, like all around, or maybe only one side, or
no, all around.
All around, and it detects exactly where you click, and you can just do a light click. Just do a light
We're at
click.
the end of the book, so that's why
Okay.
we have to go back.
So I'll try to do a very light click, very light swipe, just barely touching it. Barely. It's no need for like pressing or anything. No need.
Not anymore.
Just like very little. Tiny touch. And if I double click on this word,
On the word, it's better with the stick. Double click on the word. And now we got it set to English German dictionary, so you translate it. Earth comes up. Okay, that's Erde. And you can do that in various languages: English, French, Italian,
it's awesome.
Spanish, and Dutch.
Super cool. And how about if you want to like draw on it? How do you do that?
Sure. You what you can do a freehand draw.
Because it has apps.
And yeah, it's called apps, so it's nothing. You don't really put anything new on.
Yeah.
So here you can.
It's not Android.
Feel like no.
Right.
So you can take some notes. You can save that. You can clear it up again. What you can do. This is for if you work, if you just want to take a freehand note. But what's really neat, with the old one had two already, is that you work in the text. You can highlight it just like on a piece of paper. So what you do, you go to Notes, go to Create, Edit, and then you highlight.
Wow. Oh, that's amazing.
So you've got a free text, so you can hear. You can take some notes. You can scratch something out if you don't want to do that. And you can say it saves that automatically. You can export that back to your computer as well.
We export in what kind of format?
RTF.
RTF.
It's going to be an RTF on your computer.
RTF next to the EPUB or whatever this is.
Exactly. A second file will be created. And it's locked if it's DRM protected. So the publishers of a DRM protected file can prohibit you from doing that. But that's because of legal reasons. If it's a free or non-protected document, you can do that with any document you put on your reader.
Nice. And so this whole DRM thing, is that like a big standard, or is it just a Sony DRM? Or
No, it's industry-wide, and especially here in Europe. And it's EPUB,
yeah.
and it's used with Adobe Digital Editions. They create the digital rights management, and a lot of big publishing houses use EPUB with DRM, and it's very comfortable. It works on many different platforms. It's safe and it's widespread. But
and in there they can set it so people cannot save or export their annotations.
Exactly.
You can still do it, but you cannot just export it outside of the thing.
Exactly. So, but this changes from book to book because every publisher can choose what they allow and what not.
But maybe most of them are like not allowing it, or
a lot of them are not because they're still quite afraid of it.
Thing.
Exactly.
They don't want people to start like getting ideas when they read and stuff. I'm just joking. Sorry. Okay. But this is really cool. But so far, it's not Wi-Fi and it's affordable.
Exactly.
It's
2 gig internal memory, 2 gigabyte. And if you think about an EPUB book with 300 to 400 pages, it's just 1 megabyte. And that's why you can store up to 1,200 books on a built-in memory. And the battery life is brilliant. It runs up to 2 weeks. How we measure it in page turns. And because the e-ink doesn't consume any energy, once the page is displayed, you can turn the page many times. Or it only consumes energy when you turn the page, and you can do that 10,000 times, 10,000 page turns.
Nice. And so there's both the Sony thing and an SD card.
Exactly. Memory stick and SD card, both extendable with the Touch Edition.
Nice. And what is this?
This is just the power jack to turn it on and off.
Yeah.
Up here you slide in the pen, which is not the right colored one right now.
So it's not at all like digitized or Wacom or anything. It's just like a piece of plastic, the pen,
exactly.
Right?
It's just to make. You can use your finger. You can use your pen, whatever, unless you don't. If it's not too steep. And this is the micro USB for data transfer and charging. And with the Touch Edition, you got a built-in USB MP3 player, and this is the jack for it.
Is that text-to-speech?
No.
No?
Just plain music or whatever you put on.
Did Sony announce if there's going to be some feature upgrades or anything like that? Or did it ever happen in the previous models where there was like firmware upgrade on the internet?
No real function updates. And
so when it ships, it can do everything and there's no bugs?
Exactly.
Okay.
It's very slick. Very slick. So it's all about reading. It's fast reading.
Nice. And over there, there's you can see there's a leather case.
Sure.
So here's a leather case for it. This is a leather case that includes a light.
Exactly, because if it's a passive screen,
yeah,
it doesn't have background lighting. So you have this little lamp up here on top. So
how do you turn on and off the light?
It turns on automatically. When you put it back in, it turns off.
Wow.
And you've got two. It's a LED, so it's very energy efficient. And you have two settings. You can turn it from bright to very bright.
Wow. Just two settings here.
Yes.
Cool. So there's maybe some kind of like magnet or something like turning it off or something going on there.
Probably.
It's cool. And you also have some cases without.
Exactly. We've got a lot of colorful ones.
Can you try to put it in the other one?
Sure.
So it's easy to kind of like snap it out.
Just snap it out. It's very.
And then like a case that doesn't have the lights.
Exactly. Just pop it in.
The cases are extra.
Yes.
Or does it come with a?
No, it doesn't come with a case.
So there's leather, nice quality.
Oh yeah, very colorful.
And is it stuck here or?
Yeah, we've got it attached to it.
But it looks nice. Very nice leather cases. All right. So €229 and
exactly,
available
retail. In Germany, will be enter the market in October.
October, and then you have a home button.
Exactly. It always takes you back.
Settings. Let's check out what's going on here. Device shutdown. About. What happens in about? Can you say what version of Android?
Exactly. No Android.
Okay. So it's 1.0.00.000. Like it's the very first, but it's probably going to be like no bugs. And if you go back to here, let's check some other settings. Initialization. What happens here? Some things here. Let's just go back.
Yeah, you go back up here.
Go back up here. And system management. You can do some power management. What might that be?
Well, we've got it in demo mode right now, but that just means it turns off automatically after a while. You can choose that.
Is that because the touchscreen actually draws power?
No, it does not. I will show you a nice feature. We demonstrated that because now this is the standby mode, and we put a picture on it. Because that's the thing of the e-ink, it doesn't consume any power right now. That's why
at all.
At all.
Not even a touchscreen.
Not the screen. If there's a little on the processors, on in the background. So actually,
like a standby thing.
Kind of, exactly.
Yeah.
But the screen, you could take it out right now, take off the battery, and you would still have the picture on there. So that's the nice feature about the e-ink.
So when you touch it, it's back, or?
No, you have to use the switch up here.
Switch, okay.
Now you're back.
So when you are not switched off, kind of, it's constantly drawing for the touchscreen. But how long does it last like this?
About 3 weeks.
Really?
But you have the device shut down, and there you turn off the device totally, completely.
Yeah.
And then if you turn it back on, it will not be in within 2 seconds, but about 20 seconds, and then you will back in for working.
But you know how much of that standby time is for the touchscreen and how much is for?
No, I don't have any percentage information on that, but it's the vast majority is just consumed for turning pages. Of course, if you listen to MP3s, for example, that consumes more energy than just reading.
Nice. So there's in the general settings, it's funny because the touchscreen is like really sensitive. I barely touch it and it registers. I barely touch. It's kind of like capacity, just better for e-ink, I guess. Cheaper to implement. Memory is cheaper to implement. And date. Okay.
What's also really nice because you touch it so slightly. With the old touch, you often saw fingerprints on the screen.
Oh yeah.
And now you hardly. We've used it here for 3 days in a row with thousands of people touching it, and it's hardly no. You see a little tiny bit, but it's definitely a lot better than the old version. It's got a built-in MP3 player, but it doesn't have a speaker, so don't expect just connect your headphones to it.
These people are drawing some things. Nice. And I can add with my nail stuff.
Yeah, sure. You gotta go to edit, and now you can add.
Like this.
Of course, you can use the pen as well if you want to.
And if I touch with my fat finger, does it make a fat?
No.
Just
no.
You can change the size of the maybe the.
No, you can't.
Delete.
It's
just a short little stroke.
But don't forget, it's a reader. So that's our main target to make reading really enjoyable and mobile. And those are some extra features.
Sorry, new. Yeah.
It would just create a brand new drawing.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing. No need to use the nail.
No.
It's really good touch. Like there's no error, there's no lag or anything. It's just registers everything. It's perfect. Okay. Cool. Thanks.